Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Roomba of Thought. Oh wait, hold on. There's currently an ad. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jimmy-The-Hedgehog, and today we're going to be doing the usual Roomba of Thought. I'm back home, which means that, the internet might not be the greatest, but we'll make do that. So, and good afternoon, everyone. How's it going today?
Alright.
Doing alright.
Well, I was expecting a little bit more of an upbeat answer, but I'll take it. Hey guys.
It's 9 in the morning. I woke up at 9 just for this, dude.
Thank you.
My sibling probably isn't expected to wake up for another at least 3 hours.
Oh my god, what have I done? I'm making people wake
Well,
up at a reasonable hour.
Well, no. It's a perfectly reasonable hour at present on the West Coast to wake up. It's just he refuses to wake up any time before noon.
Whack.
Granted, he's usually up until like 2, but anyway, we have awoken. Jimmy has defeated France.
I have returned from the land of a baguette. Yeah, it was, all things considered, it was a pretty chill vacation.
Good.
Mostly because I was feeling kind of sick when we were in the car for the entire duration of the vacation.
Dude, go for these notes.
Suboptimal.
Yep, kind of suboptimal, yes. Mina, honey, you're very quiet, and I bumped you to the maximum.
Oh, no, you're fine, dude. I just can't speak much louder than I am now because everybody else in the house is asleep.
Oh, I thought, well, I was thinking you had your mic quiet, not just the voice being quiet. That's why I was saying that.
Yep. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. Sorry.
Fair enough, it's okay. It's completely understandable. So, I'm back from France. So, what we did was basically we arrived on Saturday, and we, went shopping to get food and such for dinner. And then on Sunday we stayed at home, chill day, just, get used to the house and such. That's when we did the, Roomba Thought that week. I think was it a Monday? I think it was a Monday. We went to a city called Condom. Yeah, it was a very funnily named, city. We also went to another city called, Lecture as well. On... I think was it as well that we stayed at home. I think it was on Tuesday. We also stayed at home.
France is a city. Is
Ah yes, France
oh
is
my
a
god.
city. France is a city. Well
France is a
done.
city as a country. Didn't you know?
France is a city inside of Las Vegas.
Yes. France is a country with many weirdly named cities, right? Because the French care about many things, but how things sound in English is not one of them.
Yes, because French is a
And
weird
their
language.
French is a weird language defined by its people absolutely despising the English.
We also went on Wednesday. We went to like this little castle-y area, castle-ish area, and it wasn't really a castle. No, wait, I think that was the same day. Oh wait, no, we went to a nearby city on Monday, and on Wednesday is when we went to Condom and like a little castle-y area, which was also a tiny city at the same time. It wasn't really a city; it was just a bunch of like shops and such.
Do you want to throw up some pictures on the screen?
I don't have that many. I can look if I have any. Most of them that I have.
You could pull up a map and draw circles on the map for where you went.
No, I was like the pictures that I took are from Pokemon Go, because I have the.
A picture of your blue. That's about it.
Hold on, let me look at the Pokemon Go. So it's from here. Yes, this is. Okay, let me just share a bunch of pictures. This. These are the pictures that I'm going to send into. Also, the entire like region that we were in, as I sent to Mina, was filled with sunflowers.
You were thinking of all the hamster that were in there.
The hamster.
Hamster.
Yes, indeed, I was thinking of that. Roomba. Right. I am sharing all the images and images. Well, if they want to show up. There we go. So, that is most of the gist of it. Yes, I took a lot of pictures in churches because we went to a lot of churches. Also, I found a shiny Zigzagoon.
I like how they're all like Pokemon Go pictures.
Yes, they are. Because that's the only pictures I really took. Pictures in Pokemon Go.
We've got a shiny Zigzagoon.
Yes.
An Absol. We've got a shiny Vulpix. We've got an Absol. We've got an Absol. We've got a shiny Vulpix. We've got a Flareon.
Oh yeah, the Flareon was on
We got an
All the
Esper.
Absol.
Thursday. Also, Esper is Space Boy. He is the Pokemon that I've probably taken the most pictures of. That day, the Flareon picture was there was a festivity in our town, Sinclair, I think, called La Tunade, and it was like a gigantic area in like the middle of town with like three, like you can see it in the picture, like three things. Yeah, I'll call them things. But it was like three rotisserie things, I guess you could call them, because they were used to roast tuna, like some kind of fish. That's why it's called a tonade, and in French, tuna is called thon. So yeah, that's what happened, and then I was like, yes, flaring on the steam. What will he do? There we go. There's a spawn picture. But yeah, mostly it was like us visiting more French cities and us going through shitty roads. Like, not even. I think we went through a highway once the entire trip, and that's because my father was fed up with going through shitty roads.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was mostly the gist of it. Like, I stayed on Friday at home when they were going to go shopping because I was like hanging out with Octo. I think we were reading Tsukihime at the time. So I was like, let's stick around. And then he had to go, and I'm like, now what? Oh, right, Pokemons. And I continued with my mass exodus of Wonder Trading Pokemon. But yeah, that's mostly what I've now done on that vacation. The other thing that I put in the idea box will be for the end of the stream. The last thing. So, me or Mina, who wants to go first?
From the idea box?
Yes. Do you want to go first with you going back to university? Imagine going to
Well,
university.
how about I go first, because I've got the... Yeah. I am back at my university.
Man is trying
Sad.
to get a fourth brain cell.
Yes, I'm trying to elevate myself to having 4 whole brain cells. I'll be able to equal the entire rest of Team Discord.
The problem is at university, the longer you stay up to finish assignments, the less or the more likely you are to lose a brain cell in the process.
Yikes.
That's why I'm like responsible and get my assignments done so I can go to sleep at a reasonable hour.
I mean, it's not that I'm irresponsible with my assignments, it's that my assignments are super tedious.
Oh.
True. You're also an art major, and that means every individual assignment takes like 10 hours.
Yep.
That's unfortunate. I'm not
Literally
really
my time.
going to go to school anymore. At least my parents don't really want me to go back to school. They want me to go find a job.
Do you have a degree?
Yes, I technically do have a degree.
Okay.
Good.
I was gonna say.
It's not a university degree, but it is a degree.
Yeah. A degree is a good degree. Even an associated degree can get you a little bit farther than just having a high school one.
I mean, I don't just have
Alright,
high school.
fair
I
enough.
also have what is called bachillerato in Spain. Just like an extra step if you want to go to uni. You take to get things ready for an exam to get to uni, which does absolutely
It's like the
nothing.
2-year degree, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-year degree.
It's a 2-year degree. Yeah, in the U.S. that's called the associate's degree.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
guess I got an
community.
associate's degree. That helps nothing. That does absolutely nothing for your future, except just getting you ready for 2 exams, and then that's it. Which is kind of dumb. If you
Well,
ask me.
it looks better than just having a high school diploma, so.
Yeah.
I think it does qualify you for here in the United States because we do have like nursing degrees in my local community college. Not nursing like, but you can be like a firefighter or an EMT if you get your associate's degree.
Pretty sure for a firefighter here in Spain, you need to take explicit exams for that. What I did get during that degree was a degree in food handling.
Ah.
Okay.
Like you do a class or 2 of like how to handle food in like supermarkets and such, and then you get a mini degree. Like yeah, I can handle food.
Food handling, I think, is generally U.S. more of a
Yeah, it's like a
certification
permit.
than a degree.
Yeah.
But there's different ones for
certification.
different kinds of food and different applications. Yeah.
No, it's just more general.
I
Yeah.
think it's also a slightly more rigorous test in Guatemala because one of my uncles, he is like the head firefighter back in the little town or village my mom grew up in. It's grown up to be like a town now since my mom left. Shit, I don't know the year. I know she was 23 when she left.
There was it was in
And
the
then-
80s.
Probably no. It was about the 90s.
Ah.
Yes, my mom has been working in SoCal for about a little over 30 years. She had me in 98. And she met my dad in 96. So probably about 1993.
Okay. So what degree are you currently doing?
And then, yeah, I think eventually I'm gonna go back to school. The community college.
Hold on, let's let Mina finish.
Okay.
That's neat. Yeah, I think personally I'm gonna go back to school at some point and get and go into culinary a little bit because I do enjoy cooking. It's fun.
Ooh.
Mm.
Sorry, I just couldn't hear you, so I thought you finished. My bad.
No, sorry. Like I said, I can't speak super loudly. If I could, it'd be generally pretty.
I can hear you, Mina. Don't worry.
Yeah, the problem is my headphones are pretty quiet, but I'm sorry.
I appreciate you, Neat. You're a sweetheart.
Yes, he is. He is the boy.
I am the boy. He is. So, I am at university. I am in the United States state of Utah, which is probably also one of the many states about the size of Spain.
Probably, yes.
I actually hold on. I want to look it up now. Land area Utah.
He's in the Mormon state that has the
Land area
giant
Spain.
statue.
Okay, no, it is not the size of Spain. It is about half the size of Spain.
God damn.
I think it's actually a bit. I think it's just under half the size of Spain.
Okay.
This one state. Because the U.S. is huge.
Yes.
Texas is
Texas
bigger
is
though.
Texas.
Texas is about 50% bigger than Spain.
Texas is
Texas is Texas. The second largest state in the United States.
Which one's the largest? What's that?
Alaska.
Alaska, yeah.
Alaska is more comparable with Europe than it is with the U.S. states. Like the joke in Alaska is they could divide themselves in half and bump Texas down to third. So, unironically, I went to Alaska on vacation not too long ago. Well, it was actually a while ago now, but it's like apparently I've also heard from like people who live there. Yeah, Alaska's like national pastime is just annoying Texans. Like Texans are like, oh yeah, bigger, and then Alaska's like, are you though?
They also have that
Anyway.
little bit that goes in Canada, don't they?
Huh?
They also got like that strip of land that goes down. They're almost next to Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. That doesn't quite go down to meet the
It
state
does
of
not. I feel
Washington.
like it should, just to annoy Canada.
Anyway, actually, I'm pretty sure it would have been in contact with the original shared Oregon territory
Yeah.
before the U.S. and Canada split it at the 38th parallel.
No, I'm so sad. So, my partner.
So
and I, we've
sad,
been
the
looking-
U.S.-Canada border is almost a straight line
would've
for
been
like nearly its
fun.
entire length.
But no, the reason I'm sad is because there was this house that I was looking at on the East Coast. It was very pretty, and it's kind of low key my dream house because it's nice, it's spacious. It's sold already, but it's sold for less than the value of the home I'm living in with my parents. I don't know why
California
these
moment.
houses. I know it's so much cheaper. Like the value of my home currently was about 600,000, but the value has gone up since they built another high school.
Nice.
And yeah, the value of the home I was looking at was about they sold it for $495,000. It has like 3 rooms, balcony. It has one of those fucking mudrooms.
Yes. The little the enclosed porch area, yeah.
Yeah, and I love those, dude. I put it in the images link because I didn't know where else to put it. But man, am I sad it sold.
Yeah, Mina, I'm gonna really go full California moment.
Okay.
The house I grew up in, I think my parents bought it for like, I don't even know how much they bought it for, but it wasn't nearly, I think it was probably like a quarter of what it's currently worth. Because they bought it before the San Francisco Bay Area housing prices decided to be absolutely fucking stupid.
Sounds about right.
It is a little, like, small 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom thing under the flight path for the airport. Close enough to the rail tracks you can hear the train horns. The house across the street from us just sold. Take a guess.
Wait, repeat the question? I blanked out for a second, sorry.
The house across the street from me has just sold. It's like my house. It's a small house. It's within
One
earshot of the train horns from the nearby rail line, and it is basically right adjacent to the airport flight path. Okay. How much do you think it's sold for? 700,000? Jimmy, take a guess.
Hold on, excuse me?
How
So the
much
house
do you-
near trains, yes?
in a shitty location.
Within shitty location house, not too big. How much do you think it sold for? Mina has guessed 700,000.
Actually, no. Can I change my answer?
Alright,
800,000.
change your answer.
800,000.
800,000. Alright.
1.1.
1.1? Is it 1.1 million?
Yes?
Jimmy, you are correct.
Damn.
1.1 million.
About, yeah.
I knew it. I just look. Here's the funny thing. When I was a kid, pre-teen years, on TV,
Hello, Harpy.
my mom used to watch these like shows where you had on one side one person trying to like repair a
That sounds
house.
expensive. Yeah, no, my has got into a kid.
Sorry.
No,
Harpy's
sorry, I
in
was
chat.
responding to that. Yeah.
Oh, someone's in chat. Hi Harpy. Your town is expensive, man. I won't put you there. But yeah, we used to watch the show, and it's like a pair of people. One is trying to repair their house, and the other is trying to sell them other houses. And by the end, they choose which one they take. Do they keep the house that they had it, or do they sell it and move somewhere else? And a lot of things like I'm used to like watching that show, that I kind of can like from what you tell me. Sorry, I can kind of figure out prices. Like, I might not, I might be wrong sometimes, but I think I've gotten pretty good at that.
The thing is more is the fact that the San Francisco Bay Area just doesn't have enough houses at all, and everyone wants to live there because all the tech companies. One, all the tech companies are there and they pay insane amounts of money, which is kind of enabling. And two, the weather there is basically fucking perfect. It is so fucking good.
It's like a mixture between SoCals and Washington.
It's the part where I am, Mina. There are like a dozen days in the winter where overnight it gets below freezing, and there are like a dozen days in the summer where it goes over 100 Fahrenheit.
Yes, Harpy, that's the show I was talking about. Love it or list it.
I don't think we even get. Love it or list it, yeah. I don't think my town has ever gone in the hundreds in the summer. At least this summer. But that's also because we have the ocean for regulation.
100 Fahrenheit is how many in Celsius, please?
100 degrees is about 32.
Right now we have 31.
So you're pretty close. No, right now.
100 Fahrenheit is 37.7 repeating Celsius.
Thank you for the conversion.
Well, we've had like
Thank you,
40 a couple of times on this summer.
Yeah, and that sucks because as a European, you're not equipped with the air conditioning in your home, right?
Yes, but also the air conditioner in my room broke.
Oh, extra oof.
And my brother got to repair the main area, living room, kitchen, and such air conditioning because he found it was really easy to repair. But it's not so easy to repair the air conditioning from upstairs.
Pain.
So yeah, I'm just equipped with a fan and a couple of broom up here, which are just basically bottles of water that you spray on yourself.
I'm gonna put this in images. I don't know if you have this type of AC, but if you can, get it. Because when I was in my apartment, this thing was a godsend.
My father was looking at something like...
Indoor AC, you want
No,
one that sits
blows-
outside if possible.
It blows the
It's more
cold air
efficient.
in. It was really nice.
So like, Mina, the
Yeah,
thing
it
is...
blows the cold air in. That is correct. However, the thing is, I'm gonna nerd out for a moment. I'm sorry, but so Mina's posted a picture of it's an indoor AC unit, which is the thing you get. It's basically You set it on the floor, and it's got a hose that goes to the
Hold
window
on,
to exhaust the hot air.
Just 1 second. Let me put the image on, and then you can nerd about it. Just give me a second.
All right.
So,
Okay, good.
so people get context and such. So the thing
Yeah,
is also
that's
as well,
right.
Mina,
Kind of way too
this
big
isn't
for
just an apartment. We live in a big house.
So it's a home.
Yeah, it's a house.
Yeah.
House. We have a big garden, and like, it's
Yeah, Mina just showed the thing that I was referring to as what would be ideal, as well. The one that sits outside.
yeah, we have that. We have ACs that sit outside. But let me
The
send
one that
image.
sticks out the window
Image.
is preferable
7.
because that means all the equipments that's like doing the heat exchanging and all the waste heat goes outside instead of into your room, which
Yeah.
means it's more efficient.
Where the hell did I save this? Then... Oh no, it is on downloads. There we go.
You need to make like a folder in your downloads that says for Roomba.
The main reason the floor indoor AC units, basically the only reason to use one of those is if your window cannot accommodate the outdoor fitting
Couldn't,
ones.
because we were on the second floor.
Suboptimal. One of the universities near where I lived had specifically designed like its dorm room windows in its main dorm tower so that you could mount the outside AC units in them,
I see.
like all the way up.
No, we didn't have that because our apartments technically have AC installed, but for whatever reason we just couldn't get ours to work in our specific unit. So the manager got those for us.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like we specifically chose that one. It's just the one that was given to us by the manager.
Which I mean,
It's not terrible. It works. It's just less efficient. And ultimately, ideally, you have the central HVAC instead of the individual rooms.
yeah, the individual room ones.
I mean, actually, ideally, you have like a heat pump instead of an air conditioner, but because that's even more efficient.
Yeah. Where are the houses in New Jersey? So pretty.
Alright. So,
But yeah, rounding out me being back at university,
I was
getting
going to
back
ask
on
you
topic.
what kind of degree were you doing, or did I ask that already and I'm just fucking dead?
You asked that and I never got around to answering it. What I'm studying.
Yes.
I think that I may have told you before at some point, probably, but I am majoring in criminal justice,
Ah.
which is not law. It is not law. I am not studying law. I do not have the patience for that.
No, you're just where I'm gonna get all my true crime news from.
Eventually. Yeah, I'm criminal justice degree is for like if you're gonna go like investigation
So like,
or advocacy, or specifically what I'm looking at is not police work, but like the back end stuff for like support work for the police or other law enforcement. Like the forensic technicians and stuff like that.
oh,
Which
I
specifically that's kind of what I'm looking at, because the specific degree I've chosen has the emphasis for it is titled digital defense and
see. Oh, so it's
security.
like
So that's like
technology forensic.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like breaking open phones to get stuff off their memory banks, stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting degree for sure.
Yeah, and then the other thing is I have a minor in IT.
Ah. Yeah, that helps.
Which which honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I chose that one mainly because I was looking at it's like I'm actually taking more than the maximum number of classes the university lets me double count anyway. So I was looking at it to spoke with my counselor about it. I literally cannot double major for take IT as a second major because there's not enough classes for me to fill it out. I'm spending more time in the IT building than the criminal justice building.
Oh.
Which honestly, at least for the start of the semester, is going to be very convenient because the street in front of the criminal justice building is all torn up because the water main under it broke like 2 weeks before school started.
Oof.
So they've had to tear up the street to replace the water main.
That sounds kind of unfortunate. And kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's suboptimal.
Very much so. I mean, ow. Don't burn yourself, Jimmy.
I assume it's downstream of the university water supply, seeing as all the water on campus still works.
Okay. So we have someone that is someone that's gonna be basically a helper to the police, an artist, and a dude that's pretty decently good with numbers on this podcast. Great. And we're all gamers.
You could probably take the Mina's air conditioner off, or you could turn it around and have it so it's going out the window in the corner. Behind me instead of behind you, Jimmy.
True, but I was just showing it off. I'll take it off soon.
Yeah.
Also, ads. It's finishing in 7 seconds. I'm gonna take it off though. Now that we are out of this and the ads are finishing now.
The next thing in here is Mina mentioned the Taco Bell legal case.
Bong.
Yes, the Taco Bell legal case. I'm so excited to talk about that, dude. It's so dumb.
Go off, Queen.
Okay, so a man has decided to sue Taco Bell because the products they are selling are not exactly like the pictures on the menu.
Oh, I remember this. I think I remember seeing this on Twitter.
Yes, I saw this on Emily G. Baker's food court.
Now that is a punny name.
Yeah, no, she had like a whole what was it? It was a vote between two other options and food court, but I couldn't remember what else it was. But yeah, so this man was coming home from work and he went up to the Taco Bell drive-thru, and I think he ordered the wrap. I gotta look it up some more. But he looked up the wrap and he ordered that, and when he got it, it was just abysmally filled. It looked nothing like the picture. There's no lettuce in there, like a little like sprittle of meat. It was gross.
It was Taco Bell.
Yeah, but it's like my guy was hungry, so he decided to sue.
Because America.
Yeah, alleging false advertising and allegedly skimping on fillings.
But you know what? Kinda makes sense.
Yeah, so...
The American was upset he was not given enough food.
Right? This is what's on their menu.
Okay, hold on. Okay. That looks pretty junky.
This is what he was given. This is the evidence for the case.
Oh, Jesus! That is nothing compared to the other thing.
That's gone from a burrito to a quesadilla.
Yes, actually, yes.
So these claims against Taco Bell are not the first in its kind. First, Siragusa's lawyers, James Kelly and Anthony Russo. The pair previously filed lawsuits against fast food restaurants that allegedly false advertising, including a recent lawsuit against Burger King for overstating the size of their Whoppers. The lawsuit went to mediation and reached an impasse. Siragusa is seeking $5 million for customers who purchase Taco Bell menu items affected by false advertising practices. So it is an open suit. If you feel like you've been skimped out by Taco Bell, you are able to join this lawsuit.
So I'm gonna
dog pile.
I'm gonna be in a bit. I'm gonna be right back in a bit because I'm gonna make myself a jamon serrano sandwich. So I'm gonna leave you two talking about the Taco Bell incident since you two are American. You probably know more about this than I do. Just give me like 5 minutes.
We discussed food and now Jimmy is hungry.
No, I've been waiting. Like I before we started the stream, I got out the jamon, and because it was cold, it was not a good idea to like take it off already, like immediately. You have to let it like rest a little bit so it's easier to like handle with. I'm like, 6:30. I should do this now. So like, give me a bit. I'll be back.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
other legal case that Taco Bell was involved in, although Taco Bell was the plaintiff. Or not the plaintiff, it was the one who was seeking the case.
the plaintiff is the one who's going and seeking the case, and
Okay, so yeah,
plaintiff
they
is
are
the one who's
responsible.
suing. It's
Yeah.
the
Taco Bell
difference
was
between
the
civil
plaintiff.
court. I can talk on this. The difference between civil court and criminal court is the defendant is always the defendant. It's whether or not it's the prosecution or the plaintiff.
I remember that from the Depp case, which was
Well,
I'm so
technically, plaintiff is the person filing the suit, so it would be more like it would be generally the victim in criminal court. Except the one filing the suit in criminal court, at least in the U.S. system, is legally always the government.
yeah, the prosecution. And then
The prosecution's
plaintiff
employed by the government instead of being a private lawyer. Legal is complicated, which is why I'm not studying fucking law.
legalese is very complicated.
That's the other thing, is I don't
no,
want to
Taco Bell was
read
the plaintiff.
legalese.
Yeah. Taco Bell
Who
was
is
the
Taco
plaintiff,
Bell
not the
suing?
plaintiff. They sued. They just wrapped up a legal battle against Taco John, which I believe that's a smaller fast food chain.
Okay.
Taco John, yeah, it's a fast food chain. It looks like it's a little bit smaller or less known than Taco Bell, but they are international.
Okay.
Mexican-inspired food. Taco Bell just wrapped up a legal battle against Taco John for Taco Tuesday's trademark, in which the taco chain successfully petitioned for the phrase to be available for all.
Okay, fair enough.
Which, yeah, that's fair.
It could be worse. What was it, like McDonald's like sued a small place in like Ireland and then lost the trademark on Big Mac in the entirety of the EU.
They fucked around.
And
found
Burger
out, I
King
guess.
proceeded to meme the shit out of them.
As they should. But
Anyway.
yeah, no, the state of that. What is this called? With meat prices going up, Taco Bell said that the Crunchwrap Supreme
Shrinkflation.
shrinkflation, basically, yeah.
Cringe.
Especially because I believe all fast food chains have raised the prices of their food because of how much more expensive it's become. So, like, McDonald's doesn't have a dollar menu anymore for like a couple of years now. The dollar menu's just extinct, or it's only drinks.
Cringe. Anyway, moving on from that, it's only the Americans here, so it's the perfect time to talk about this, I suppose. The Orange Man has been indicted again.
How many charges is that? The funny number?
It's up. He's up to 4 indictments totaling 69 charges.
The funny number!
The funny number. Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. He's been charged. So now he's been charged twice in federal court and twice in state court. His first charge was
Who would have
basically
seen
just
this?
tax fraud. But now he's been charged with conspiracy. This latest one was under like an old like anti-gang war on drugs vintage racketeering law. But yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go into too much detail. It's just mainly memeing over the fact it's the funny number.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
It's the funny number, and he's continuing to say that it's completely made up and bullshit.
Ham jump scare.
Yes. Jimmy, while you were away, we briefly memed over the Orange Man having funny number of charges against him.
Ah yes, Mango Man. Since King called it Mango Man, I'm just gonna call him Mango Man because he does look like a fucking mango.
I'm going to well,
I still think one of the dumbest things though is how a lot of like his supporters are going off on like how old Joe Biden is. Meanwhile, Trump's only 3 years younger than Joe Biden.
it's really funny.
It's just you can't
It
tell
just has
because Donald
slightly
Trump
older
wears
back
like
then.
5 pounds of makeup.
He probably can't
'Cause
see
he's-
his veins.
Because he's vain as fuck.
And anyway, moving on from the Orange Man, let's see. So, let's have Jimmy go with his problem with Smash Ultimate.
So, I've been playing a lot of Smash Ultimate lately. Like, I had a tournament, I attended a couple tournaments last month. And the more I play this game, and the more, like, Octo, if he was right here in chat, he would probably agree with me. This game has gotten to the point that there's a lot of fucking bullshit, and sometimes I can't really stand it. Like, yeah, with Smash 4, there were a couple of, like, prominent problems. Bayonetta. But, like, if you play that game, and, like, people that play Smash 3DS, hell, I'm going to commentate on a Smash 3DS tournament that is going to happen next week. But, like, this game is a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a good game. But there have been, like, a couple of things that have been like, thinking, what the fuck is wrong with this game? Like, the thing is, when I play with Octo, he ends up being so angry because this game has a lot of bullshit and he plays funny games. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Sometimes you just have to go with it. And I hate thinking that. I hate that I have to think that. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's just, it's bullshit that you have to deal with. And it's like, no, I don't want to. If I want to play a game, it's because I want to get better at the game, not to just cheese people. I've learned to accept this to the point that I'm like, when I play Smash, I'm not playing to have fun, I'm just playing to get better. And that is a really sad thought to have. I was kind of expecting some kind of back and forth with you two.
Imagine playing a game to have fun.
Yeah, that's the sad part, because when I play Brawl, yes, Brawl, I have more fun than when I'm playing Ultimate.
Imagine playing a game to have fun. This post was made by the World of Warships War Thunder, the World of Tanks Suffering Gang.
Play games to have fun. I think the only game that I don't have fun in anymore is Bread and Fred, and it looked so cute.
Sad.
Sorry, what game?
It's called Bread and Fred, but we can talk about it after we transition from memeing on Overwatch to Steam reviews, because the Steam reviews for Bread and Fred are also fucking hysterical.
Okay, before that, me. Why are cars cringe?
Yes.
We say, and we have a racing game in our bag.
Let's get back to that later. I want to first meme on Overwatch 2 Steam reviews. I just put in images, Jimmy. Please put this up on the stream, because this basically just sums it up. So, Overwatch 2 recently released on Steam. In the first 48 hours, or so, it became the most badly reviewed game on all of Steam. Okay? It absolutely got annihilated in reviews. I think at one point it was down to single-digit positive reviews percentage.
That's
It's like
rough, buddy.
9%. Yeah. Overwhelmingly negative. Like, it just tanked. Because, for two reasons. One, Overwatch 2 somehow managed to have a monetization scheme that wasn't gambling, and everyone's like, please, put the gambling back. It was less awful. Alright? They took the loot boxes out, and everyone agreed that made the monetization worse. The fact it's called Overwatch 2 is basically just bullshit, because it's like apparently just like the same game, but again, it's what this was just a particularly large update. All it was. And the whole like marketing thing for like why they need to make it a new one is gonna be their PvE game mode, which didn't release for 4 years, and it finally released. Big update. 1 hour of content, and it costs $15 extra to play.
What?
And all the like fancy, complicated things that were gonna make it really cool to play, yeah, those got cut.
It's not even worth it.
It's just terrible. It's like the core gameplay of like the PvP is like apparently like still like fairly popular, but it's like
Yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, I played a little bit of Overwatch 2 with Octo, and it was like fun. But I'm not good
But
at Overwatch, so I don't really have an opinion on it.
the whole thing is basically just like everyone's just really upset with Blizzard. They've burned all their community goodwill. I saw it was at like 9% positive reviews at one point. And a lot of the negative reviews were also memes. It's like
Someone posting the link to
there was
Team Fortress 2.
obviously a lot of ones talking about the Rule 34 scene. Yeah, for a while the top-rated negative review was nothing but a link to the Team Fortress 2 Steam page. Because Team Fortress 2 also recently had their summer update where they reached like a player count record, and it was like the seal. They've added a seal. But it's also they added versus Saxon Hale, which is like, oh my god, everyone
Did they add
was
the
losing their
funny,
minds,
and
everyone then made fun of it because it didn't work for like the first week. But
did they add the funny Russian Badger seal? Like they did in War Thunder.
it's not the Russian Badger seal, but it is a seal.
It's funny that the Russian Badger got a 3D print of his seal on fucking War Thunder.
Mina, are you posting like the Overwatch 2 positive
No.
reviews?
No, I'm posting Bread and Fred reviews.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
so fucking
Right.
good, dude.
It's more just Blizzard launched this new game. It's just another one of the screenshots is it's like the critically acclaimed user score overwhelmingly negative. Right? Like this is forget overwhelmingly negative. This is like beyond that. It was like over 90% negative reviews because people are just so done with Blizzard and their bullshit.
I mean, fair enough. Blizzard has been doing some stupid bullshit
Everyone's everyone's just like laughing at them. It's like it is the worst reviewed game on all of Steam.
That is yikes. And they removed Overwatch 1 too, which is like, bruh.
Yeah, and that's another reason people are upset is like, you removed the game that was good to give us this piece of shit, which is basically the same game but with worse monetization.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find some Overwatch reviews.
I mean, there's obviously ones joking like the Rule 34 artists work harder than the devs. Rule 34 is so good they made a game for it.
The porge. The horny
Yes,
strikes
a
again.
horny.
Team User Tomato has a
horny
pretty good
strikes.
one.
Oh, there's one for the people like review bombing it. Someone just put, "I'm doing my part."
The only reason it exists on Steam so you can give it a
There's
bad review.
the one you were talking about.
That's funny. 6,000 people found this
Thank
review
you.
helpful. 1,000 found this review funny.
Here you go.
Yeah, 8,000 people found this review helpful. 2,700 people found this review funny.
Here's another
Where's
good
the? I don't know which Blizzard treats worse. It's
Players or it's female employees?
players or it's female employees. 9,000 people found this helpful. 2,300 found this review funny. Where's one? Find one that's just the link to the TF2 Steam page.
Give me 1 second. I will find that right now. I did find this.
I know that it was 2016. Game is good, porn is good. 2023. Game is bad, porn is so good. 5,000 people found this helpful. 1,800 found it funny.
This guy just made a recipe. He posted
Instead of
the recipe
wasting
for
your
the
time
potato
and
cake.
money on this quote-unquote game, here's a recipe for a Black Forest cake, or the Portal cake. So it's the cake from Portal.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake, ingredients, cherries and cherry syrup, ingredients.
No, the cake is a lie.
No, it's cropped. We can't see how many people found this review helpful or funny.
No.
Let's see. 3,578 people found this review helpful, and 614 people found this review.
Now I need the entire recipe. God damn it! I need to find the Steam review.
It's in images. You can
No
pull
free
it up.
PVE.
And there's the
2,000 found that helpful. 500 found it funny. And it's the no free PVE. And then it's the Mega Mind. Recommended store.steampower.com/apps/Team Fortress 2. Why is that a positive review? No, it should be a negative review. 3,500 found it helpful.
No,
1,200
you know
found
why?
it funny.
It's because there's so little recommended
there's
reviews that you can just, if you see the recommended, you see the Team Fortress 2 one.
Fair enough. Oh, here's one. I cried at the part where Reaper said bye, 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 and locked the new heroes behind a battle pass and scrapped the story mode. Truly the game of all time. Thank you, Activision Blizzard. 10,000 people found this helpful. 2,500 found it funny. From Broken Neck Gaming.
Bro, he's like me for real, for real.
It's just, it's so bad. I mean, there's some funny Steam reviews, but this is, it's just turned into meme fodder, because that's all it is.
This person said it was so good they made a game out of it.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, it is.
I feel so bad for fans of Overwatch, dude. I've known a couple in my life, and I can't imagine how fucking awful they feel with this game.
Imagine if they put the work they put into their animations into actually making the game good. Our problem is if they did that, I wouldn't care about it, because the animations are the only thing good about that franchise that I care about anyway.
The animation department's very different from the coding department.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Team Fortress 2's been waiting on the last issue of their comic for like 10 years now.
Yup.
But come on, Val, please. I imagine they're probably gonna release it at like the same time they finally get around to releasing the heavy update.
What is the heavy update?
Which is probably gonna be at like 2100. The last major update was, it was a pyro update, because before that, it was they had basically a vote between who do you want to get an update first, the pyro or the heavy.
Ah.
They said they're probably gonna both end up getting one at some point. Pyro won, so there was the pyro update, and then the next, everyone's like, alright, when's the heavy update coming? And Valve's like, here's a loot crate. Yeah, but Valve has not given them a major update in like, the last major update was in 2016.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you remind me of this. The other day, like a couple of weeks ago, Evo happened, and Octo was like watching the Melty Blood segment, and he was like, "Please, news, please give us news characters." Nothing. Fringe Raid gave them nothing. I was on my ass laughing. Octo was like huffing copium, like maybe they'll release it after Evo. Nothing. And this
Maybe
is a
they'll
new game.
release
This
a new
came,
mystery
like,
dungeon game, Copium.
Pokemon Presents be like, I know there wouldn't have been. I'm still pretty stoked for the DLC though. But yeah, he was huffing copium like a motherfucker. I love Octo, but he was poor thing.
Cope, seethe, mauled. Anyway.
You are coping and seething. Anyway.
Are we ready to move on?
I was gonna move to Bread and Fred and talking about just meming Steam reviews.
Alright, you talk about bread. I'm
So
gonna refill
Bread
my
and
drink.
Fred is a video game that has come out not too long ago. It's basically getting over it, but with penguins, and it's co-op, so it's even worse.
Oh.
Right? So, you're these two penguins, Bread and Fred, and you and your partner, or you can play single player. Single player is just one of the penguins and then a rock. And you have to both. There are instances where you both have to jump simultaneously, or you won't make the jump and you will fall off the face of a mountain. And you can earn like costumes in the game as well.
Yes, funny
Right,
costumes.
so- Yeah, you get funny costumes. You have to go all the way down the mountain and back to your house in order to do it, though.
Ah.
That sounds
you get to
annoying.
launch- Yeah. So if you wanted to change the way you look, you gotta lose all your progress. Although there are checkpoints that you can activate in the game, if you absolutely wanted to. But the game is super cute. It has like pixel art. Let me see if I can find a good photo of it. It's very pretty. That's the problem. The demo was super nice. Everyone thought it was gonna be cute. It was not. It was not.
And then reality set in.
Yeah. So here's what the game looks like. You can, if you want to.
Oh, that reminds me of what's it called? Celeste.
So that's what Bread and Fred looks like. And so the Steam reviews are overwhelmingly positive because it's very good gameplay. My boyfriend and I, we were playing it in the same room and we were laughing. We didn't even get up to 100 meters. We just suck at timing. And some of the reviews are great, and they can all be summed up by user Berserk, who said, "There are two possible outcomes if you play this with your girlfriend. Either one, you no longer have a girlfriend, or two, she's now your wife." And most of the reviews are positive. It's overwhelmingly positive, but most of it is just raging about their partners not being able to jump on time. Because, unfortunately, Bread and Fred does not have online co-op. It's only Steam remote play. So one person's gonna have lag that the other doesn't.
Oh boy.
So now that my boyfriend and I have moved back to our family's houses, and we play like a city apart, when he counts, I get a delay, and I jump after him. But when I count, we can jump on time, so I'm in charge of doing all the jumping.
That's nice.
The game does have in-game counting system, and that also works. But some people jump when they see go, or some people jump after they see go. So 3, 2, 1, go, jump. Instead of 3, 2, 1, jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, like this review. When I say 3, 2, 1, go, you are